Being glitchy.
Did you? Anything work? Do we have a countdown?
Yeah, I think
it says we've been live for 9 seconds.
9 glorious seconds.
Love it. All right. Let me throw the link out real quick. We can get going on this shit. I need to get my.
Gray.
You look what?
Gray?
Oh, I thought you said something else.
Whatever works, but I wonder if it's the light, because I changed the light to do like weird flashing things now. And you think the light is projecting a weird color on me?
I mean, it could be.
I just feel like
it definitely could be. It sounds like something that could be a legit thing.
I don't know. Well,
flashy things. This fucking guy.
Certain ambiance.
You're fucking fancy now. The ambiance like of the room.
Projecting from a dive bar. There's so much shit all over the place.
Well, I mean,
you're live. I think Joe meant your Y-O-U-R-E.
Are you correcting Joe's spelling?
I am.
I hope Joe said it.
Looking like his now.
All right, so cool. Link sent out. We're good to go. Welcome to Collector's Hideout, the podcast where we get together, talk shit about all kinds of random nonsense amongst the pop culture, collectible world, movies, comic books, sometimes wrestling, video games, a lot of times movies, because that seems to be our love outside of collectibles, which is the first. But tonight, it's just me and Shellhead Tony. How you doing, man?
Good. Very good.
Bro, I thought you were really going to respond with that. I was going to say, thanks. That our Spotify listeners can see that. But yeah, so tonight we are discussing, it was going to be just a horror episode, just horror in general, but I just recently watched the movie Weapons. People have been raving about it all last year, I guess maybe the beginning of this year, whenever it was, but people were raving about that movie. I finally got around to watching it. The library got it in, so I watched it, and
nice.
That I wasn't sure what to expect because I heard a lot of people like praise it like crazy, which got me kind of worried because when people start getting like too hyped about a movie, I get worried that they're overselling it and it's not going to live up to what they're saying.
Okay.
But then, as the internet does, there's a whole other section of people that bash the dog shit out of it. So, okay, well, maybe it's not bad then. Maybe it's right in the middle of, oh my God, greatest movie ever. Oh my God, worst movie ever. So right in the middle, I'm expecting a decent movie. And I got what I felt was actually a pretty good movie. It's not a thinker, but it's a thinker.
So it's what do you want to call that? Like, there's a lot of suspense.
Kind of.
So I when I was, I can't when you fucking.
Somebody's got a drink.
I know, it's just funny the way you're pouring it. It's not a little one. It's just like, hold on, give me a second. So it was funny because I was telling Gianna that we were going to talk about it tonight, and she goes, "Oh, you said it was like meh, like whatever." And I'm like, I don't remember having that review of the movie. I remember thinking it's a pretty damn good movie. I didn't like rave review about it. I thought it was a good movie, though. I liked some of the things that they did, and I liked the ending, and I definitely like one of the characters and what she has to come, because evidently that character is in the horror community is taking off. It's kind of like what happened with Art, for Terrifier. Now hopefully they don't do I say injustice. And
did you look up to see what else she had been in? Because I know you said she's been in other things.
She is in other things, but so that character Gladys, I can't find the indie film that she's in. All that comes up is Weapons, and I'm gonna venture to say it's kind of like Art, where people know him from the Terrifier, but nobody knew him from All Hallows Eve, and then he's from something else before that.
Did he have a name in All Hallows Eve though?
I don't think so. I think he was just like the persona was there.
Right.
I want to say he was in The House That October Built, and I know he's not. And I don't know why that's in my brain that he is.
No, he was in two things before Terrifier.
Yes. All Hallows Eve and something else. And I don't remember what the other thing is. But the character Gladys, if it's not her specifically, it is absolutely an adaptation of her from a previous film. And again, I cannot remember what the hell it was because I went and looked up a bunch of shit because I recognized her from somewhere, or at least I thought I recognized her from somewhere. And
I just recognize the actress. I'm assuming it's just the same person.
sure, absolutely. I just, it's from Uncle Buck, right? Isn't that the girlfriend of Uncle Buck? But
Yeah, that's it.
but in any case, her character, and we'll talk about the movie for sure. I know we're going to get into it, but it's going the Terrifier route where she's gaining traction for her own popularity in films. There's going to be another movie prequel to Weapons, and then I forget what the hell forum or where I was reading it that they were saying she was going to get more of her own films,
Okay.
because she's not necessarily just a person. They're now making her out to be an entity, if that makes sense. Like she's not just grandma.
Or
There's
auntie.
more to her.
I think she was an aunt, wasn't she? Or was she a grandmother?
Yeah, she's an aunt. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, but there's more to her. You know what I mean? It's not that she's just going to be, Aunt Gladys. It's that, she's a djinn, or she's, you know what I mean? She's one of those things.
Because that was one of those things that I was curious about when it came to that movie. Because they didn't explain anything about her. Like, nothing. Like, there's zero explanation of who or what she is. All you know is that Aunt Gladys is coming. This bitch shows up. Because you think if the family knew that she was a witch, they would have, had precaution. You know what I mean? Or been ready for some shit to pop off. Like,
so I wonder after watching, the movie, if she was truly their aunt, or she just manifested that she was to them, right?
right.
Superimposed
No,
herself.
Joe, that's not who we're talking about. Joe thinks we're talking about the blonde teacher.
No, no. It's oh, what is this bitch's name?
Aunt Gladys is the fucking witch bitch.
I know, dude. I'm just trying to think of what her real name is. Who she's played.
So I had no idea what to expect because I'd only seen the same thing like I try and do with all movies. I watched the trailer maybe once, so I really didn't know what to expect. The first trailer, I didn't even realize it was going to be a horror movie. I thought somebody was trying to do like a movie about current times and kids and gun violence in schools and shit. Because they're like, oh, all the kids were gone, and it's called Weapons. Like, all right, they're trying to push something about kids and gun violence in schools. So that's kind of where I was going. Then once I started hearing like, oh no, it's a horror movie, like, oh, okay, cool, I'll check that out. And so I had no idea what to expect. There were some things that made me go, why is that a thing? Joe says Amy Madigan, possible. I don't know actress names like that.
Yeah.
Joe, you typey.
She was Shanice. I'm not. Oh my god. She was, dude. She was absolutely. She is in Uncle Buck. She's the girlfriend.
Yeah, you said that. I remember. Yeah.
So when I went to try to look her film filmography or whatever you want to call it to find out what the hell she's been in, it didn't come up for Uncle Buck, and I'm like, that was a major role in the movie. It wasn't like she was just a 2-second character,
uncredited role. Like,
that's funny, man. Yeah, so she was the girlfriend in Uncle Buck, but I gotta do some research because I was just on Dead Meat, and even on there, they're like, there is no definition of the character or where it originates from. But I know damn well I read something, unless it's somebody's fan fiction. I read somewhere.
Internet's full of that.
Yeah, her character originates from another movie, and I don't know what. So her face, I definitely recognize off of Uncle Buck. That's 100%, which is so weird to associate the two. But
so, like that movie, obviously the way it starts, the class is empty, except for the one kid, and then the teacher walks in, and the obvious that any parent would do, everybody starts looking at the teacher. What the fuck did the teacher do? Even though the police cleared her, everything. But they closed the school for a fucking month before allowing kids to come back to that school. But nobody thought to like actually go to the kid's house who didn't disappear.
I didn't understand. So I feel like they tried to write the movie more from the perspective of the teacher 100%, and that they wanted you to think that she was causing the issue, like she was crazy or something like that.
It's
And
gonna be one of those like she doesn't remember doing it, split
right,
personality.
right. That's how I watched the first, like, what is it, 20, 30 minutes of the movie at least. Um, you got a weird ghost back there. That's how I kind of watched it, was the first 20, 30 minutes of the movie. All right, she had a traumatic experience or something, and now she feels guilty, and you know what I mean, like something like that. This kid, a kid died or something, and it's her fault. And but it ended up obviously not being the case. But yeah, I'm with you on that. Like, that was a no brainer. Like, nobody thought to go check out this kid's house.
It,
Like, why is this kid alive and everybody else is gone? Um, and then
it's
the
like,
one dad, the crazy ass dad, who was like, he's like had the kid on video or something, and the kid's running away. It was
what?
it was played by
Oh yeah, because his Ring camera picked it up.
yeah, what is
I
his
mean,
name?
to be fair, if your kid ran outside and disappeared like that, I think you'd be a crazy ass dad too.
For sure, for sure. Ethan
Like,
Hawke, right? Is it played by Ethan Hawke?
no,
It's not.
that's not Ethan Hawke.
Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. Who the hell?
So like, I understood the dad, right? And like, I get it. Like, your kid's gone. Nobody,
Josh Brolin. Sorry.
everybody thinks it's got to be the teacher, right? Everybody thinks it's got to be the teacher, but nobody went and checked that kid's house. School's closed for a fucking month, and okay, everybody comes back to school like nothing happened. Put the one kid in a different class. Oh, teacher, you can go and take the rest of the year off because things are too hot right now. They don't like you. But I'm one of those people that when I watch a movie, I like to try and figure out where it's going. And I couldn't pinpoint it to see like where the full-fledged, because I thought, because like I said, I'd only watched the trailer once. I'd seen people bitch and moan. I'd seen like a still of Gladys's face. So I was kind of in the same boat you were in. I thought it was going to be the blonde bitch, the teacher, who was a witch that like was making people see her as the pretty teacher, not the ugly witch she really was. You know what I mean? I thought it was going to be some skirt like that. And it wound up not being that.
Did you feel like there's a correlation? Did you think that Gladys was the personification of her ugly side?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because did she have an ugly side? I thought that's where they were going to go, but like when you watch it, like the teacher was 100% a victim. That bitch didn't do nothing.
Yeah, I mean they don't paint that out in the beginning.
Not at all. They
No,
make you think
but
she's an alcoholic. Like,
right. Like, she's as you're holding as you're holding the drink, you pour from a goddamn bucket. You're like, oh man, they make her think she's an alcoholic. Let me hold up my handle.
this is reasonable. She had two.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I thought it was wild, man. I think so. They did a great job with starting. Oh, excuse me. Starting the story, and keeping you engaged and making you think that the teacher really had 90% to do with what the hell was going on. And then they start hinting at this kid, and then finally the teacher like kind of confronts the kid, and the kid's like, no,
Stay
nothing's
away
going
from me.
on.
Stop following me, or don't follow
Right.
me.
You're
Then I was
bothering
like,
me.
oh
Leave me
shit.
alone.
Then I started really thinking it was a teacher. Like, oh, he remembers something,
Right.
and he knows it's her. Like, bitch, stay away from me. So I was like, okay. Then that all changes. My whole theory goes out the fucking window, right? Because she's out at one point. She's like spying on the kid. Well, she was drinking. She's in the car drinking, and then was it the mom?
She looks through the kid gets out of the kid like walks home.
But yeah. This
Yeah.
I skipped that part. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, she walked and she sees the parents like sitting on the couch.
Right.
But the notices all the windows are like papered up. Everything's like boarded off and shit.
It's fucking wild. And then like he just keeps feeding them soup. I think that was the thing.
Yeah.
He goes and buys soup, and he just keeps feeding them soup every day. That was really fucking weird too. That was a weird thing to interject into the movie. Was like, you got to keep your parents alive, so just feed them soup every day.
You know, and this is one of those movies that after seeing it, and knowing where it goes, I bet watching again, you start picking out things that make more sense because now you know what to look for.
Yeah, I could absolutely see that. I watched the movie probably, I don't know, my timelines are terrible, but it's got to be at least 4 or 5 months ago. Um,
Because
so
like
I'd have to rewatch it.
even then, watching it and then seeing her look through the window, I'm like, all right. I'm like, okay, well, so is this going to be one of those like she doesn't realize maybe she's getting possessed and she doesn't remember doing this stuff? Okay, this is where we're going. But then I forget the reasoning why, but she goes back to the house at night and she parks across the street in her car and she'd been drinking, she was drunk, and she falls asleep in the driver's seat of her car.
Mm,
And the fucking door opens, the
yes.
front door of the house opens, and then somebody comes fucking walking out like a mad person, which I'm assuming was the mother. Because I don't think it was Gladys, because she was walking like weird.
Yeah, and then she opens the car door, doesn't she?
Gets in the back seat and cuts the blondie's hair.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's when I was like, oh, okay, never mind. This chick is not the bitch that's up to like she's no longer my suspect in this problem. Like
So she cuts the hair because I'm pretty sure Gladys was going to make a doll of her.
she did.
She doesn't end up controlling her though, does she?
No, she put the hair around the twig of who she's controlling and they break it and then they go after her. They go after the person that's the hair is
That's
wrapped
right.
around.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Like I said 4 months ago, I can't remember the little stuff like that as to what caused the issues, but
See that was the one thing I did like about the movie was well, I liked a lot about the movie, but the way they filmed it, where you got like this person's story up to a certain point, then it's like boom, now you watch this person's story up to a certain point. Because when you're sitting there and you're watching the one story, um, I forgot whose story it was. If it was the father's or if it was the blondie's. I think it was the blondie's story, where the principal, she's getting gas, and the fucking dad walks up. He's like talking like, "You need to tell me about my the kids," and she's like, "You're harassing me or whatever." And then she notices off in the distance the principal is running through the fucking grass and through the parking lot, all fucking bug eyed, and then attacks her. I was like, "What the fuck?" I wasn't expecting that shit. Because when he started running, I'm like, first of all, he's got some really wide eyes for. He's got some wide eyes. Let's just go there.
big anime eyes.
Those eyes were bugging. And he's fucking hauling ass, tackles her, and then Borland or Thanos, rips him off of her. She goes in the building, and then he goes to like chase her, like, hey, just stop. And then he starts choking Thanos, right?
That was what, more than halfway through the movie?
Maybe around halfway. I think it was the dad's story because before that they showed the fucking dream sequence, which confused the fuck out of me. Do you recall the dream sequence?
Yeah, the big Asian dude like runs after her. Yeah, okay, I'm trying to think of who the hell the principal was for.
Yeah, isn't that Asian dude? Isn't that the guy from Avengers also?
What he's in. He's very, very familiar. I just can't think
Because
of
I
his
feel
name.
like he plays the guy Wong in Doctor Strange.
He's Wong or White.
Now you understand my wide eye comment. So
Yeah, I totally forgot. His eyes are all bugged out and shit.
yeah, fucking massive. But do you remember the dream sequence that Thanos has?
No, I don't remember much of that.
So they show parts where he's like sleeping in his kid's bed, right? Wife's upset, whatever. He's sleeping in his missing son's bed, and he goes to like this dream sequence where he sees his son run out the door. So he goes chasing his son out the door,
Yeah.
and like he runs to the way that the son went. But then like the way it comes out, it was to a different house. I think it must have been the kid who didn't disappear's house. But then like above the house is a giant fucking gun in the clouds, like a huge gun with the number 217 on it.
How did I miss all this in the movie, dude?
So,
God, I need to rewatch this. Hold on a goddamn minute.
this happens a lot with you in movies, Tony. Like, when did you watch? When did that happen?
Well, it's funny because like I watched this movie and you're like, yeah, 100-foot assault rifle hovering in the sky. When the fuck did I miss that?
Bro, it was a massive assault rifle. Had fucking 217 on it, which is the time. Which is the time the kids disappear. Right? Is
Right.
217.
I guess I just don't understand the assault rifle portion of
I
it.
I do not understand what the assault rifle. I understand the movie's called Weapons, and when I saw that, I'm like, oh, so is this about school shootings? Like, what? Are we going back to my original thought? What this movie was?
It's so wild. Maybe I just overlooked it. Like I don't know how, but
I imagine if I looked it up, I could probably find like a director who explains the imagery behind that. But I didn't fucking understand why there was a giant fucking gun, except that the kids were labeled. The idea was that the kids were being used as weapons, right? Or like the principal when he attacked the girl, they she breaks the stick and it turns into like a heat-seeking missile. They turn them into weapons to do her bidding. So I'm like, oh, is that just signifying this is where the weapons are? They're all going to here? Like, but it was just weird having a giant fucking gun in the sky in the clouds. Fucking strange. Didn't get it.
is okay. So it doesn't have a meaning. It says director Zach Kreger has stated the giant gun image is intentionally dreamlike, mysterious, and open to
Interpretation.
audience interpretation.
Bastards. So I'll take it to what I'm thinking is that just because that's where the kids were going, that's where all the weapons were, and they kept calling that the kids were being used like weapons or people were being used as weapons.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, so before I even watched the movie, what you're saying is the same thing I thought, that the movie was going to be exactly that. It was going to be about how children are being weaponized or something like that.
I thought it was
I
gonna be about school shootings, to be completely honest.
I didn't think it was anything like that at all. But
Well, because
um,
especially like oh, all the kids in my class disappeared. I'm like, oh, school shooting. Next day, the kids are gone. Like that's where I thought they were going. Thankfully, not because I think I wouldn't have enjoyed that movie. I don't like kids, but I don't need to,
you don't need a whole movie about them getting blown up.
No.
Um, so Gladys.
Hold on. So your first, like, you get introduced to Gladys, little snippets of her, right? And the first time you really see her as a character doing a lot is when the principal, talks to her. And she's like, oh, trying to like be the kid's guardian, whatever, because they need this, they need to speak to the parents, type of thing. Right there, she's acting weird as fuck, and he didn't seem to give a shit. He's just like, I need to talk to the parents, but she was fucking acting weird.
So here's the bad thing, and I don't want to get real political, but she could pass for 90% of the crazies nowadays. You get where I'm going with that? Yeah, she could pass for 90% of the crazies
The
nowadays.
almost
I'm
like
sure she's
the conspiracy theory out there, unique individuals that we have in our world.
she's king of the pronouns.
Okay, we'll go.
Notice I said king.
We'll go with that. Yes, but when she
Yeah,
goes
I
into
don't.
the office and sits down and talks to the principal. The principal's secretary looks at her and then looks at him like, "Yo, this bitch is crazy. Like, look at this bitch."
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and the principal's like, "Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna have this conversation."
Principal's like, no, it's all inclusive, man. It's fine. She seems like a rightful parent. We should go ahead and let her take a kid home. No problem.
But then so that's when you see her. What is that? When you see her actually, they show like the backstory of her when she appears at the house when the family's like expecting her.
I don't
Do,
remember.
so do you remember at all like her coming to the house and arriving?
Yeah, I remember she wasn't going to stay, and then she ended up staying.
They
Um,
weren't sure how long because she was sick. I think they were kind of using her. She was gonna try and use them as like a hospice thing. Like, oh, I want to finish out my days here.
yeah, because she had left another family. I think she had been with another family, and then she left and came to them, if I remember correctly.
Right. And the way dad's like, I don't think she's gonna be here more than a month. I think he was expecting her to die within a month. Like that's how bad
Okay.
she was doing because of cancer or whatever her ailment was. But the one scene though, when she's in the house and I guess she's in her bed and the kid is like walking through the rooms and he opens up her door just slightly and she's laying on her side, staring straight at him without her wig and shit. That was kind of that was kind of terrifying. That was kind of.
You mean hold on, I got it right here. Let's see if I can pull up this picture. Some freaky shit, man. This is the kind of stuff where it's like if I woke up and she was there, I'd be like, ah, come on. What did I do again?
How much did I drink last night? God damn it.
Right. That's the vibe I got.
No, not that face.
Really?
That's a fucked up face. But I think that's the face the Thanos sees in his dream.
Let's see. Gladys from Weapons.
There's a scene where she's laying in a bed, but she looks like that fourth picture without her wig and everything. But she's laying in a bed looking like that, but her face is still fucked up without makeup, though.
But she doesn't have the wig on?
No, because she's like dying in bed. She's got the cancer. She doesn't have the wig on.
Like right here?
Yeah, where she had like the braids. But she was just like laying in bed, staring straight at the kid when he opened the door. And then he freaked out and ran. Joe, have you seen this movie? There's not even a picture of it.
Yeah, no, it's weird. Wild ass movie though, man. But she this character, she's gonna get the prequel and this shit's gonna take off for sure. I mean, there's already there's just talks about how creepy she is, which really, I mean, she could be related to Art. She's that fucked looking. And again, when they talk about her character and they elaborate on it, she is almost like a djinn. She's almost like, demon-esque, if you could say, she's a witch of sorts, or a voodoo, voodoo of sorts. I don't know what you call those. What do you call that when they do voodoo?
Witch doctor?
Is it a witch doctor or is it something else?
Usually witch doctors are kind of not white. So you probably just call her a witch because that's what she acts like. She's doing spells and shit. Well, she's doing voodoo, but yeah, she would be a type of witch.
Well, here we go. What's a white voodoo priestess called? I don't know why Julia White came up, but all right. She's a fictional priestess. Yeah, that's, I don't know. It doesn't say. But regardless, yeah.
Well, Joe said he's seen it a few times.
He has not.
Joe probably helped film it.
The last time we said this, he's like, I haven't seen it.
Well, he watched it more recently than you have, apparently.
So, but her character is going to take off, and they're already doing the prequel, and very likely, I think what's going to end up happening is we're going to get the prequel to explain her character more, and then I bet the movie after that is just called Gladys. I bet it's something like that.
I enjoyed the movie. But she is really, at least from this one, she's one of those characters that after seeing this, I'm good. I don't need to see her again.
Okay.
That's just, I didn't think she was that great of a standout villain in this case, right? I think my favorite scene, I have two favorite scenes with her. And one's when she goes to the principal's house. When she goes to the... She goes to the principal's house to act like she's not feeling well. Right? So she goes there, acts like she's not feeling well, or she's tired, whatever. She's heat exhaustion. And they invite her in. That's when you first see her do voodoo. And then that's when I'm like, okay, so she is like a witch. And that's where she takes out the thing and I need a bowl of water. And he's like, a bowl? Like, yeah, it's just something I'm used to. Like, what the like, who the fuck is like, okay, here, have a bowl, bitch. Like, who does that? But whatever. They did. But then but that's the first person you see die in this movie, is the principal. Or not even the principal's husband or boyfriend.
Well, that's right, he's gay.
Yeah. Because he attacks the boyfriend or whatever and fucking pummels him with headbutts, which is why his eyes get bugged out from being smashed his own head so many fucking times. Like, that's the first person you see die. And
you're driving me insane.
I don't recall anybody else dying in this movie.
That's weird. They don't show him either. They just show the principal. They don't show...
Because that's when you first get the understanding of what she's doing, right? Because she walks over and she cuts his hair. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, she cut my hair! She cut my hair!" And then she takes the hair because she took the ribbons off the teacher's desk or off the principal's desk or whatever, and it was wrapped around the stick. And then she wraps the boyfriend's hair around the stick, pokes her finger with a thorn, and then snaps it in half. And then he like fucking instantly snaps and attacks the boyfriend or the husband. It fucking kills him.
Man, I'm just completely Jiminy Gillikers.
Gee Willikers Batman.
You think those are his eyes, or you think they did it for the scene?
I feel like they did it for the scene because I believe he's the same actor from Doctor Strange.
It is. I looked it up. He is the same one.
And his eyes aren't like that in Doctor Strange.
Mm-mm. Big Bug Eyes McGee.
Very. So.
Wait a minute. A couple times I don't think confused a second. I wonder if she is Striga or. Is that Dani? Danai? Danai as it is a witch in Indian and Bengali folklore capable of cursing families and draining children's energy. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yes, that's exactly what she is. That's
soulful power. She isn't just a witch. She feeds on fear, envy. Oh, so she's the witches from Hocus Pocus.
I don't know if they feed up. They just eat children, don't they?
But that isn't that what keeps them young?
Sure. Yeah, I guess you're right.
I feel like that's what keeps them young. Keeps them pretty.
So she is. She's a Baba Yaga-like figure.
She's John Wick?
Multi-generational entity where each family she believes she is their specific mother's aunt. So she just takes over family. She utilizes personal items for her targets, wraps them around branches of a special thorny potted tree, and activates the curse by ringing an occult engraved bell. Those affected are stripped of free will. She uses these weapons, quote unquote, to extend her own life and youth. If she's defeated, the spell wears off. Though victims kept under for extended periods of time will suffer psychological trauma and require a long time to recover.
Okay, that explains one of my things I had a problem with this movie. Okay, good. Thank you for reading that.
You're welcome.
But did you say she's a Baba Yaga?
I don't know.
Because that's the boogeyman. That's John Wick.
Is that what I just read?
Or that's who fears John Wick.
She is, yeah, Baba Yaga.
Yeah, isn't that John Wick? I feel like that's what they call John Wick.
It's a real blend of folkloric figures like Baba Yaga and the Pied Piper.
See, I can see the Pied Piper. That makes sense. The stories of him, he gets rid of the rats, and then they don't pay him. Then he goes back and takes all the children.
So she is centuries. Fans widely agree she is centuries old, indicated by her use of archaic vocabulary. Huh. So a lot of thoughts regarding her and what her origin is.
Well, like you said, nobody's clarified it, right? There's been nothing that really shows who she is. But if that's what she does, and like you said, they read that she takes control of the family, thinking that she's the aunt, and she feeds off. That's exactly what she did in the movie. I don't know if that's what those entities that they're talking about are supposed to do in folklore, or if they're just saying that because that's what she did and they're attaching it to it.
Huh. So the understanding is that she is not demonic, and I think this is just a different adaptation somebody saw. She has to be some form of spiritual entity because she would not survive centuries, right? But then other people are saying she's just a practicer of the black arts.
So that then brings me to another question about this movie. It's like, are we supposed to believe that she had... Oh, go ahead.
Well, sorry, I just wanted to read this real quick. So it says she's an ancient witch and is neither possessed by a parasite nor a demonic spirit. The magic she uses is traditional black witch magic, which is nature-based, based on wooden sticks, hair, water, blah, 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 which makes sense. Does not have inherent magical capabilities. She needs to perform rituals. It's different from demonic magic, which can be performed by the demon without performing ritual.
Okay, so that then brings me to one of the things that did bother me. So she doesn't have powers, right? Is where I'm seeing. She knows magic, she knows black magic, whatever, that she's able to do this witchcraft or these types of things. Because that kid did the exact same shit she did.
This is really good. Go ahead.
No, the kid that didn't disappear, he winds up using black magic and does the exact same shit she did, right? So that's what I'm saying. So it's not like she has powers because the kid did the exact same thing. Unless he magically all of a sudden has powers too.
So I don't know. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I mean, I would have tagged Mother Gothel when she was young. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there, but
There's probably not
um,
much you wouldn't tag.
so I gotta read this though because this is really good. So this is on Reddit, right? So this is people going all over the place about her, trying to understand if she's parasitic, blah blah blah. There's a lot of inconsistencies. So, but this particular one I like the most. So this one goes, your I think your possibility of number two is most likely. I've given the question some thought and I've come up with the following conclusions. So I read the first two parts to you, right? About her being a parasitic. They say she's ancient, which she may be, but that may be because of the rituals she performs, right, to keep herself young.
Right.
So she's absolutely evil, but has her own free will, which is amplified by the influence of the black magic and who she uses it on. She is probably ancient because she seems to know exactly what to do to extend her life. Targets children. It's not her first attempt at a life extension. And it's possible that Gladys targeted this family because she knew there was a child and that this place would be used to gather his classmates or other children. So she purposely picked an area that had more young children so she could keep her life going. I don't know. I'm just what I'm reading.
Well, the only thing
Um,
that hold on, before you continue on,
yeah.
the one thing you need to remember, and like I said, they didn't do a lot of clarification, but she was there. She was trying to drain the family, right? She was trying to drain the mother and father, and then she realized that she wasn't healing. She wasn't getting better. And then she's like, "Oh," and then she makes it seem like she had the idea, like, "Oh shit, let me try children. Bring me your friends." You know, like
Children, yeah.
I don't think she went there for the children. I think she went there for the two parents. Because if she was after children, she would have just fucking eaten the kid while he was there with the parents. You know what I mean? The kid she didn't fuck with. She let him be. Then the parents weren't working, and she's like, "Oh, I need something younger, essentially, and more. Bring me something that belongs to all your classmates." And then she takes the kids. You know what I mean? So I don't know if she went there for the kids specifically. I think it was an audible she moved because what she was doing wasn't working.
So you think it was just, even though she didn't go there for the kids, it was like a bonus, like, oh shit, that works out.
You're like, oh shit, this isn't working. Oh, maybe I could try kids, and you can get me a bunch of shit to a bunch of kids real quick. But then the kids just sat in the fucking basement and didn't do anything. So
Kids are idiots.
yeah, that's fair.
So they talk about her being ancient, right? So like we're trying to say, like trying to get an idea of what she comes from. And so she's obviously these the black magic is keeping her life going. Um it said her appearance, this is the same person, suggests that she's ancient because her makeup is applied terribly, her wig looks cheap,
You'd think
and
she'd gotten better at it.
well, a traditional witch lives secluded and does not socialize. Therefore, she does not know how to apply makeup properly, and that a cheap wig looks terrible, although she may think that's good enough to be undercover. Yeah, that's it. So
Okay.
she does just enough to pass as normal, but clearly fails because anybody who gets in touch with her thinks she's weird.
I mean, think
Um,
about it. To do that, oh, I'm gonna make myself look like this. Enough to pass as normal, but also weird enough that people will purposely stay away from me.
that's true. She's just weird enough to be left alone.
Yeah, like, all right, let's not talk to that woman. She's kind of weird. Let's just stay on this side of the room and ignore her. You know. And when you're ignoring them, they can do whatever they want.
This is weird.
Share with the class before they disappear.
So, sorry, I'm trying to determine what's worth sharing, what's not.
Remember, we also have we're on a vocal
Yeah,
audio
I know.
podcast now. Like, we need to keep it going.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. So, so as they're trying to explain why Gladys chose the family, one of the things they're trying to determine why Alex, and does she have some kind of attachment to Alex, or does she actually, like, are they actually family, but is it distant family? So like an ancient family. So it says, the thing she does to Alex and his parents apply there is no family tie. Why would Gladys target her own family if she in fact targets any other family? That doesn't make sense. However, Gladys is much older than the movie than we think she is. We believe that she's ancient, originating from the 1800s or earlier. If that's the case, she wouldn't even be able to keep track of her family members through the millennia. Which
Right.
that doesn't make sense to me. I find it the other way around. If it's the 1800s, would she not be able to continue to track down that lineage if she stayed in contact with her family all through the years?
I mean, but it would, like I said, for that long, it'd be hard to keep track of a family because of how
Okay.
quickly. Well, in retro, how quickly it spreads. You know what I mean?
Well, they're also trying to justify how the hell Alex all of a sudden performs a black magic ritual without fail. At the end of the movie, if he's not of her lineage.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, does she actually have powers? Because, like they said, if it's a demonic, then she could just do whatever she wants, right? But because she has to do a spell, she has to use like specific things. It's like she's not. She doesn't have powers, but she knows magic, right? So she's that type of witch. She doesn't have any powers. She can't fly. She doesn't have a broom. Like, she's not just stereotypical witch. She doesn't, praise Lucifer. She doesn't get her powers from the dark, right? But she uses nature. She uses things that she's learned. Maybe has a spell book that she could read it from. And if that's the case, then anybody in theory can just read the spell book and do magic if you follow it. And he's seen her do it so many times, he's just did what she did type of thing.
You're probably right. You're probably right with that. I just have a hard time believing that. And I guess I'd have to re-see that scene to see how the kid did it. Like, I know he did it like her with the blood, and then he took the hairs out of the wig or whatever. But the fact that he would just be able to, I mean, I guess he just got lucky. Oh, the first time I did it, I'm paralyzed with fucking fear, but I just magically happened to pull off the spell the first time I do it with this lady.
The only thing I didn't pick up was where he got, like, I didn't see anything on the stick that would have been related to all the children.
Well,
so you put
she
does,
you have to have the. You're right. You
put an item that belongs to the person you're controlling on the stick, then you put the hair of the person that you're attacking, and you break it. I mean, we're getting to the end of the movie on this part of the conversation, but like,
right.
Which is probably my favorite part of the whole fucking movie.
Oh, it's fucking awesome! That was such a. I don't even call it a twist. That was such a good, like escalation of the situation, man.
It was so enjoyable.
Here we go. So how did Alex control the kids and weapons? There you go. Okay. This is that's a weird way to think about it, but okay. I'm just real quick. I'll read this. So, it says because Alex mastered her rituals. So the initial enslavement, Gladys takes a personal item or a clothing string, whatever, from each of the 17 children, weaves these belongings onto a stick. So they stayed on one particular stick, right? That acts as the controller. So her ritual, she continues with the same stick with the children's
gotcha
things.
So he just grabbed the stick that controlled them. He didn't make one to control them.
Correct. So to send the children after a specific person, Gladys attaches a hair of the target. So he took a piece of her hair, wrapped it around the one that the kids were on, snaps it, and the kids all run and kill her.
Yeah, that I understood. Like with he took her wig hair and did that. Like that, I get. I'm like, but I didn't see anything on that stick that would like, oh, that's for the kids. You know what I mean? Because I thought he was because he had ran through. Are we going to discuss the end of this movie? Is that what we're going to do right now? Or is that where we're at? Is that where we're at? We're going to discuss the end of this movie?
I mean, we can. I'm looking at it right now. Like, this is great.
So,
this part with the kids.
So this movie, at the end, you have she's holding up in the house, right? So you have her and Alex in the house. She has the police officer and the fucking the kid, the juvenile delinquent that the cop, we even discussed it because it really didn't fucking matter earlier in the movie, but the juvenile delinquent that the cop like chases around town and threatens to kill and punches, whatever, like that shit didn't matter. It led to him sleeping with the blonde. Who cares? There was a lot of that. See, hold on. There was a lot of that in this movie. A lot of like nuances in the story that I was like, this doesn't fucking matter to the whole story, but okay, whatever. So she has the cop and the delinquent in the bottom floor, in the first floor of the house, posted up behind salt, right?
Okay.
Because if you pass the salt, they'll attack. If you don't pass the salt, they won't. So you have them two on the bottom floor. Then on the second floor, you have Alex in his bedroom. And then Gladys goes to her bedroom, but she has Alex's parents posted up at her bedroom door behind Salt. And she warns them, hey, don't go past the Salt. They will attack. Like, don't do it. Which is weird. But she's a witch. She's controlling, doing her thing. When Alex, all hell breaks loose, Blondie and the dad show up at the house, whatever. They trigger the fucking cop and the fucking, the delinquent downstairs. And they're like fighting. All four of them are fighting each other. Which this, the way he kept fighting the delinquent and like throwing him, and like he would like knock out, and then like he just get up and chase him, and like he throw him again, was very comical. He just kept throwing that poor bastard everywhere around the house. But then Alex, because this is where I thought the movie was going. Alex walked over and hit the salt line. His parents chase him. He runs in, and there's a whole scene like them trying to kill him in his bedroom, and then the bathroom. He's like outsmarting his parents, right? But Gladys is essentially living in his parents' bedroom. So I thought he was running into the bedroom, and when he grabbed the stick with her hair, I thought he had some of his parents' shit, and he was going to snap that shit, and then his parents were going to go attack Gladys. Get away from me, go after her.
I could see that, but
that's where I thought it was going.
That would have been a real shit ending to the movie.
But I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, all right, that's okay. He's in the parents' bedroom. You can grab anything of theirs in the bedroom. You know what I mean? And then, okay, cool, whatever. I'm glad it wasn't that, because as we just said, it was a stick that controlled the kids.
Which was fucking awesome.
And that was right after, because Gladys had also just triggered Borland's character to attack. Because now he's trying to attack the Blondie, right? So he's trying to attack the teacher because the cop and the delinquent got killed amongst their battle. He's trying to attack the teacher. Kid snaps a stick. All fucking, 17 kids or however many fucking kids come running up the stairs. And then Gladys is like, oh shit. She takes off running for a bitch who's on like hospice, about to die.
Fucking sprinting, dude.
That bitch was running across town, running through people's houses, and those kids were not giving a fuck. They were just like busting through windows, kicking down doors. They were like the you ever seen World War Z?
Like forever ago with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, but the way the zombies were just like a water of zombies. They're just like flowing through the city, just like. That's what it reminded me of, because those kids were running over each other, just fucking going through everything. That was amazing.
That's what was really good about that whole scene, that whole 15 minutes, whatever it was, the way they wrote that, the way those kids. I'm just wondering how many times they had to practice that, because the way those kids were just hauling ass like through stuff. It was like somebody said, "Hey, the first kid who makes it to me is going to get $20,000 for this movie." It's like those kids were like, fuck it, I'm in. And they all just start bawling out, running through, like you said, running through like the grass or streets or whatever the hell it is, like the fences, and just running through all this shit. And then when they finally get up on her, dude, they just fucking destroy her.
Like, before they get to that, though, like, there's people like out mowing the lawn. And like they show a scene, just you see the two houses, and you see Gladys running between the houses. And then you see all the kids, like, and she's yelling and screaming, and none of the just the people in the city that are in the town neighborhood or whatever that are like out doing shit. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody went running to try and see what was going on. Why are all these kids chasing this old woman? It was like, oh, that's normal. That happens every Tuesday.
Yeah, like, it's so wild, man.
Like,
it's so wild.
But like I said, then they catch her out front of the one house. And they fucking rip her apart. They ripped her head off, like her fucking jaw from top. Like they ripped that bitch apart.
So I'm actually, as we're sitting here talking, I went ahead and looked up the scene, and I see it already. I see where the kid's like, he's in the bathroom, the kid Alex, and he's got the hair, and it's got every one of the kids. You can see it. It's got every one of the kids' hairs and shit on the stick, and then he breaks it.
Because was she, okay? Because I say, was she used to control the kids? Were like all their name tags?
Yeah, I don't. Well, she must have got hair or something off the
Well,
name
they've
tag.
been down there for a month. She very easily could have gone there and fucking gave them all haircuts.
Dude, this is the. As soon as they break the stick, she's like, "Oh shit!" She's like bolting out of the house. That's fucking crazy. There's kids legit. Oh my god, I totally forgot this part. The kids are legit bursting out of the windows of the house.
Yeah, they're just like I said, they're just fucking jumping through windows, jumping through fences and shit. They were just going through shit. There was no stopping those kids.
This is wild, man. I completely forgot. She just pulled a Ferris Bueller where she ran through their house and then ran out the front door. And these kids are just boom, right through these windows, dude. Absolutely just running through these windows like it's no deal.
Zero fucks.
That's great.
Because
And I love the look on this kid's face, man.
because they're heat-seeking missiles. Their mission is to kill that bitch, and that's what they did.
It's awesome. This scene is so. And then the fence. They just hopped up on the fence, and the fence just crashed down. And she's like hauling ass across another yard. Oh my god! The best part, the guy. You're right. The guy mowing the lawn. He just stops and he's like, and then there's like 35 kids behind, 17, but they're all running behind her. And dude, this one little girl is like blasting through these glass doors, trying to chase her ass down. And I think she's the one that catches her. She just hopped up on her back, and that's the end of that shit. Because now the kids are coming out of the windows and stuff. That is wild, man. I completely forgot. I remember the scene. I don't remember the
Just how
graphic
wild it got.
Yeah.
That's just because Joe's going typing paragraphs about salt, and yeah, Joe, I agree. Salt is all about different ties to supernatural stuff. You can trap demons with it. You can protect people from coming through and everything. I'm with you, man. I've studied too much of that shit, more than I like to admit.
It's good on things that don't taste good too.
That's a very white person thing to say. So there's other seasonings in the world. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. There's more to life than salt, pepper, and mayonnaise. Okay, like there's more to life.
I love mayonnaise.
Fresh
Mayonnaise.
But yeah, bro, that. So you read it earlier, and it was one thing that did bother me about the movie. But you did read something earlier. I was like, okay, that makes sense then, because as soon as like they killed her, those kids tore her apart. But as soon as they killed her, Thanos snapped out of it.
Well, she's dead.
Right. He snapped out of it instantly. Oh, I forgot the kid's name. Timmy, where are you, Timmy? He's looking for his son now. Right? It pissed me off that his son wound up being the fucking bully that was picking on Alex in the fucking hallway. Like, knock this shit. Like, of course your fucking kid's the dipshit. Of course. Like, I wish he didn't fucking get survived, but whatever. But I was like, but why didn't everybody else snap out of it?
Why didn't they, you mean?
Right. So the parents, they were talking, the parents, they went to go live with somebody else who's still feeding them, right? So they went off, they're still being fed by somebody. And then he said that most of the kids, some of them have finally started talking again.
Well, so they say, depending on how long they were under.
That's what I'm saying. You read that thing about depending on how long they're under control.
Right.
They have a different psychological damage in this. Okay, that makes sense then. Why Borland snapped out of it, because he had just been under control for 5 minutes, if that.
So the principal die? He did, right?
Yeah, he did.
What's wrong with you? I say he did.
He got his face smashed in. He died the same way his lover died.
Oh, he just died smashing his head into something?
No, because that was another part of the movie. So you see the scene later, they show you what happened where he attacks him at the gas station. But then he goes into the gas station and she's like yelling for help. And the fucking person working behind the counter at the gas station is like, get out of my store. She's like, fucking help me. Like, this guy's running through the store trying to kill her. And the fucking convenience store is like, get the fuck out of my store. But he
I don't want
wanted
to travel.
he wound up getting. Did he get hit by a car?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to sit
Something
here and
happened. I think he got hit by a car, but it's because she takes off in the car and he's chasing her in a car, and Borland goes chasing him in a truck, and then the guy's running through an intersection, and a car fucking crosses the intersection and hits him. And when Borland sees him, his whole face is smashed in, probably from being ran over or something. But his face winds up getting smashed in, which would have been the same death that he caused his boyfriend.
Yeah, that can make sense. And that was definitely, like you said, his eyes being bugged out like that. That's the mask.
Yeah, it has to be.
Because well, some people have that weird ability to make their eye, and they could have just put makeup. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you can clearly tell that his eyes are way too bugged out. For that.
But he did wind up dying. He got hit by a car and he died.
That's so weird. I didn't realize that part.
I don't remember how the cop and the delinquent died. I know they were fighting Borland and the girl in the house, but I forget how they actually died.
Probably a gun or something, if I had to guess, because the cop. Pew pew.
Could be.
Pew pew, Mr. Cop.
It is called Weapons. It is called Weapons, so.
I enjoyed it though. I thought it was a good movie, and I think the kids chasing her is by far the best part of the whole movie.
That was so good. So good. But that means she's dead. You know, horror movie rules, they're not dead unless you see them die. She's dead.
Well,
so not anything with her. If she's like what people were saying, she's somebody who just practices the nature of witchcraft and this and that, she's gone. There's no bringing her back. Now,
all rights and purposes, she should be dead.
Yeah. Now, prequels, you could do movies with prequels. Now, if she is, like you said, other people are speculating that she's like some type of an entity. Yeah, then, all right, that body's dead. Now she'll just go take over another body somewhere and continue her bullshit.
So, do you remember the movie Skeleton Key? Okay, so in Skeleton Key, that's like the whole movie. It's all about like voodoo and stuff. And I forget what her name is. His blonde chick. She was like big in her time. It was like the late 90s, early 2000s, and she 2005, and she basically
who's the blonde chick?
It's Kate Hudson.
Okay.
So she plays this girl who goes to take care of an older woman, be her caretaker, right? Like in Louisiana or some shit. And I'll tell you the movie, it doesn't matter. And so the lady she's taking care of, she starts like questioning things, right? Like something's not right, so on and so forth. And then she has a friend, but something's weird with the friend, and she's not allowed to go in certain rooms, and don't bother me during certain times of the day, and like it's a whole bunch of weird shit. And what ends up being the case is that the old woman that she's taking care of is a young voodoo doctor, girl or whatever, that took her body and put it in this older woman's body so she could keep living, and then she'll find another younger person to put her soul into. So like just keeps transferring her person into somebody else.
It's child's play. Okay.
Sure.
Well,
Charles, stop swearing.
Well, yeah, but Charles puts his soul into a doll and then trying to put his soul into a kid.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I mean, it's okay. It's child's play, but so she's just trying to transfer her soul into other people, and it's fucking wild, man. Because I'll tell you, spoiler at the end of the movie. You think that she's gonna fuck it up so she can't get into her body, but that's not what happens. The girl's boyfriend shows up, so now you have the young girl and you have the young boyfriend, and so the two older people end up actually doing what they want to do, which is getting their souls into their bodies, and they do it with a fucking mirror. That's how they fucking they fuck it up, and so the young girl and the young boy are stuck in the bodies of the elderly, and so they're dying in those bodies. It's fucking crazy.
I have a tendency to like horror movies where the villain or the horror actually wins. You know what I mean?
Right.
I do enjoy those movies.
Yeah, it's fucking wild, but yeah, I'm not a big voodoo person, but they did a great job with it with Weapons, and they did a pretty good job of it with the Skeleton Key. I can't think of anything else they've got like voodoo stuff in other
Child's
than
Play.
what?
Child's Play.
That's not the same. Wasn't that like just pagan ritual or some shit? I don't think it was voodoo, man.
You have the whole world at your fingertips, Tony.
You know the bad part? I cannot remember what he says, and I've heard about a billion fucking times.
It's
All I keep
voodoo.
thinking is so fucking bad. All I keep thinking of is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. And so all I can ever think of is Kalima. That's it. I can't
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
think about what the hell he says. And then the only thing I ever think of with Child's Play is in the third one where the little black kid in the army
Uh-huh.
gets Chucky and so Chucky's like keeps cursing and he's like, Charles, stop swearing. That's all I can fucking remember, dude. It's so bad. That was a terrible movie.
But it is voodoo.
What is okay? So Child's Play. I don't know why I typed in Child's Play Voodoo Chant. Let's see what he says.
But it's right there, voodoo chant. It's voodoo.
Well, I typed in voodoo. I don't know if that's really. It's something Dambala. Oh, Ade du Dambala Awala. Sir.
Careful, you'll put your soul in your cat.
I'm like, ah, damn it, I'm Raven.
Here's my butthole.
Oh man, that would be me every cast after that. I feel like you guys like what you see.
I was at the gym today. I was telling one of the girls there.
That's a weird thing to start with.
No. I was telling her about how we had the cats, because she was talking about her cats. And I'm like, yeah, I do a podcast, and one of my co-hosts has 2 cats. And she's like, let me guess. They show their buttholes, don't they? I'm like, yeah. She's like, if there's a camera, cats are going to show their buttholes.
I don't understand. It's got to be a thing. It's got to be a thing. Why do cats show you their butthole? I hope it's not for reasons,
They give you signs of like health issues. You're just like ignoring, like, oh, that's your butthole. Like,
right. I swear, I don't want to get off on a tangent, but I swear to you that Harley, she got gas problems, bro. Because you could like hug that cat or just pet her, and I swear to God, she just like she farts so hard she damn near shits herself. It's horrific. I thought it was her. I thought she needed the bath. I would keep leaning down to pet her, and I'm like, why do you stink so much? And there's other days she doesn't stink, and I'm like, you're sitting here farting in front of me. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got. But so what was the other one we were?
well, I just happened to watch it. It wasn't like necessarily we had to talk about it, but I wanted you to, if you had a chance to watch it, you could have, but you didn't. But it's called Heart Eyes.
Was that the other one we were going to talk about?
I mean, that's what I brought up yesterday. Like, oh, I'll see if I can watch it tomorrow before the cast.
You finished Bloody Christmas.
Oh, yeah, bloody, yeah. Is that what it's called?
What it was. Yeah, I thought it was called Bloody Christmas.
Something like that.
I love it.
With the fucking animatronic Santa Claus that goes on a goddamn killing spree.
Oh my god, dude. Christmas, Bloody Christmas. That's what it's called.
No, Joe. She's normal. She did not identify as a cat.
I
know it's 2026, but she's a normal one.
I am not upset about the way they cast that movie, and I'm gonna tell you my favorite part. I mean, there's a lot of really good parts in that movie. My favorite part is that the main girl and her, what I'll call him the boyfriend, right? But he's not, I guess. But
the one night stand or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. So they walk down to see their friends that work at the toy store, where the animatronic Santa is.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, how are you doing? How's the detox or rehab going or whatever?" "Oh, it's great. I'm only down to whatever it is, like doing blow one day a week." And then he's sitting there doing coke, and then he starts doing coke off the girl's ass, the other girl. I don't know, dude. That girl had butt for days, dude, and they're just like showing all this craziness in this movie. It was a true. Honestly, I never had like such a true 80s slasher vibe in a long time in a film.
So, what I've run into with a lot of these movies, and it's just expected with the genre, most of them, when you watch them, they feel, you can't even say cheaply made. It's almost like they're made with zero budget. Like, not even like 100,000. Like there's like zero budget. It looks like a high school fucking project filmed well on not even an iPhone, but like an Android from 10 years ago, right? Like this movie, I was expecting that. Just the whole premise of it. And when it started, I was like, okay, it's not filmed as bad. It's not like modern filming, but it has a nice feel to it. And it very much gave me the same type of feeling you get with like watching Gremlins, the first Gremlins. It has that like 80s
Sure.
grittiness to it,
Yeah.
right? Which I was like, okay, I like this. It's not filmed with high, newer standard cameras. It's still filmed with lower quality sister cameras, but whatever filter, whatever they use to give it that 80s grittiness made me look past the cheap production that they did. And I was able to really enjoy the movie for what it was. I was able to look past the bullshit because it felt right.
I thoroughly enjoyed, and I know we talked about this one a while back because I had recently watched it, and I say we, but I was talking about it, I guess. But I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I really liked I think we actually had Tuna on that night. I think my buddy Tuna joined.
Possibly.
Um,
He's joined a few times, but yeah.
yeah, but that was a movie he watched as well. So I really enjoyed. There wasn't much about it I didn't enjoy. I took it for what it was. I enjoyed the death scenes. Things I didn't understand were things like she stays with the sister, but they spent a lot of time with the sister and the husband. I felt like too much. Like they, and I don't know if you remember it well enough, but she's obviously she's upstairs banging the dude, and then something happens, somebody gets killed, they hear something, whatever, they come downstairs, and all of a sudden the sister and the boyfriend or the husband or whatever he is, they're awake, and I feel like they didn't need to be in the scene as much as they were. They could have been a 2 minute,
Right.
or they didn't even have to be part of the scene because they had no relevance otherwise. She was just staying at their house.
They were just bodies for kills.
Yeah.
That's all they were. They were just kills.
Right. But I just feel like that went on for too long. And how are they, and I mean drinking, how are they drinking and smoking all night, and yet they don't pass out cold where they can't wake up, and they're just like, oh, now I'm wide awake, I can fight a Santa Claus.
Well, when you see your sister and brother-in-law get murdered, you sober up real quick.
All of a sudden you're not drunk anymore, the alcohol has no effect on you.
Maybe it was the Coke. Maybe the Coke kept him awake.
Counteracted it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, how the I mean, they're pounding this bottle of Jack or whatever. I think they finish it.
Yeah.
And
impressive.
And then they get to her house, and he's like, you got anything else? And I'm like, you just drank a whole bottle of fucking Jack, dude. And then they were drinking at the bar. Like, how did you guys live through all that? And then you're like, yeah, we can get away from Santa. It's fine.
Because when you were telling me about it, you're like, oh, it's an animatronic Santa, and he goes on a rampage. I was like, oh, man, this is going to be bad. Like, I did not see this being good, because I had recently... So when you first told me about it, I looked it up and I started watching it. I watched about half of it, and then I had to leave, and I completely forgot to finish it. So I wound up finishing it the other day. But I remember when you had first told me about it, because I had just recently watched, because it was during the holiday season, I had watched another movie about an animatronic gingerbread man.
Ooh.
That goes on a killing spree. And
What's it called?
It was fucking horrible. So I was like, oh, now it's animatronic Santa. Great. Another fucking animatronic going berserk. Fucking Itchy and Scratchy land all over again. Wonderful.
Meanwhile, there's 10 of those motherfuckers in my house, just to let you know.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You'll be okay. But no, I really did enjoy that. I'm not against movies when they have the sex scenes. I appreciate a sex scene. But their sex scene, like you said with the sister and her brother, it went on. Like, okay, we get it. They're fucking. I appreciate it. Like, all right. How long? Like, we were doing the full session? Like, we don't need to watch the full session. Like,
that chick was getting it, man.
Yeah.
That chick was straight getting it. And they did not hide. That girl, oof, God. They just fucking made her. She was getting it. That's all I can say, dude. They did not sugarcoat that scene.
I didn't even look. Cause, like, obviously she's I would assume an unknown actress, right? Probably her first movie, or she's probably done a bunch of small movies or something. But
She's
I
going to do a
wonder if
lot of
she
movies
was
now.
one of those girls that does like the HBO softcore.
Skinamax.
Yeah, I wonder if she's like one of those actresses at one point type of thing. That okay, horror movie. I have to show my titties and some vag. I'm in. Okay, let's do it.
I could have totally seen that because that scene again. I mean, listen, I'm all about in I'll call it B-rated, right? I'd call that a lower grade horror. I would definitely I enjoy.
Bees being nice.
Yeah, when it's gonna be a B-rated horror, I'm throw as much gratuitous nudity as you want in there. I don't care. Um, and they absolutely did not disappoint with her. And I like their death scene. I thought it was cool. Um, I think most of the death scenes were really cool. I did the ending. The ending got a little wild. It was like, dude, is he not dead yet? Like it's the 15th time they've blown him up or killed him or shot him or something,
Yeah.
and he still didn't die. And I remember saying this before that it gave away an extremely wild ass Terminator feel. The way he kept kind of like coming back.
And each time he gets blown up, like more of his face is missing, so there's more robots
Yes,
showing.
yes.
And and then did they? I don't remember because, like I said, I originally started watching it months ago. Did they explain why he was a goddamn robot and not just a cheesy fucking animatronic? Like he was like a murder bot that was put into a Santa outfit.
Yeah, there. I want to say it, and I have to go back and research, and I can pull it up. But I want to say, and I hope I'm not making this up in my own brain, but I want to say that they made him to be a Santa Claus, and then it malfunctioned with children, and instead of having him, impersonate Santa Claus anymore, a robotic Santa Claus, they shut him off and just made him a prop. I
Okay,
want to say that that was the case.
is that the one? Because I'm trying to remember. Because I remember watching something that they were having problems and they showed him like get rid of a bunch, and then like it's like years later, like oh we got one, oh look at this, we got one. They were taken off the market, but we still have one, and it still powers up. I don't remember if it was that movie or something else I'd watched.
Yeah, it just says robotic Santa Claus. But I want to say when I watched it, that was the whole thing, that it was a robotic Santa that was being used for whatever, and then it ends up getting retired to a toy store as just a standard animatronic. And but there's whatever happens that night, it decides to go haywire and then just starts killing.
Because I'm sitting, I'm like, I look at these animatronics like the ones you have in your place. You have the nun, right? If you disrobe your nun like a naughty boy, she's like PVC pipe, right? Like she's not a goddamn robot.
She's actually barely that. She's more. They're all just like metal and then foam. They use foam to build out stuff.
Yeah, like it's fucking nothing. Like they're like, why was he like a full fledged goddamn murder bot? Like,
I I don't know. It's still an awesome movie, and I'll watch it again now just because I'm thinking about it. But um, like I remember Rebel Girl and I watched it, and we both said the same thing when we got towards like we're watching the end of the movie. We both said the same thing that they blew their entire budget in the last 20 minutes of that movie.
well, yeah.
Hands
Well, I
down.
mean, everything leading up to that like looked like it was filmed better, but you still see the acting and the sets. Like it was like a fucking high school project that they put together, and they just did really well. Like
Yeah,
they got an A in that high school project, and they blew their budget all probably like $500 on the ending.
I thoroughly enjoyed the scene where she's still drunk. I don't understand it, but she's still drunk and she's in the sheriff's office and she's trying to explain to them like you don't understand. It's like it's gonna kill us. He's gonna come get us, and they're like, "Oh, calm down. It's all right. We've got guns." And then you just see the fucking uh, ambulance just come barreling through and smash into a cop car.
And it blows
And
up.
yeah, and the cops like, "What are we gonna do?" And she's like, "Give me a gun." And they're like, "We're not giving you a gun." And they go outside, and one of them dies. And he's like, "All right, here you go. Here's a gun." Like now we need you. If you don't hurry up, we're all gonna die. Um,
Like,
but it's just so ridiculous, man.
but
Over
that's
the
also one
top.
of those horror movie tropes, right? Where the police just never believe you. Because, like, granted, a robot Santa Claus is coming around killing people. It's hard to believe. But every goddamn movie, the cops never believe what the fuck is going on. And then they usually get attacked either at the station or at the house where they're telling you don't believe them. And within, 10 minutes of that conversation, they wind up dying. They just fucking believed they'd be alive. We'd be good today. But no.
It's like in Gremlins, it's the same thing. Where they're sitting there and he's like, what do you say? Hang on a second. Sorry, I had to kibosh some background noise. So the part in Gremlins where Billy's trying to tell him about it, and he goes, what happened? And, he give them water, and he's got Gizmo there, and he's like, oh, be careful, Frank. He's gonna bite your finger off or whatever. They don't believe anything about him,
at all.
What he does, what he turns into, and then they go to Mrs. Deagle's house.
Yeah, well, after she gets thrown out the window.
Yeah, and that's how they realize, oh shit, and yeah, same shit. Goddamn cops.
The cops don't believe shit, bastards.
Goddamn movie cops. Movie cops don't believe anything.
Even Dewey didn't believe this shit about Scream. Right? Come on.
Dewey.
Can I help you?
God. That movie was so stupid. It's so good, but it's so stupid. Off to Dewey, yeah, very good, very good.
That's Officer Doofy. That's a completely different person. That's
oh
scary
shit!
Movie.
Oh my god! I totally just merged both movies together. I was thinking of Scary Movie, not Scream. Oh my god, dude! I'm just off the Doofy right here. Don't bother me while I'm cleaning my room.
What does it smell like? Ass.
Right. Smell that? So you've been with a woman. Smell that? It's my ass. Oh my god, where she... the reporter, she's like, she goes, walks up to him, and she's like, oh, yeah, look at you, you're, just poking him or whatever, and then she farts. And she's like, oh, that was you. And then she goes to lick his fingers. She's like, oh, for those of you who are listening on Spotify, you are missing it because my facial expressions are fantastic right now.
Oh, man.
Holy crap, dude. But
what time is it? We got not bad. Not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. It's we're an hour and 24 into it. If you look at the top.
Yep. So just because of weapons, real quick, and the kids taking on Gladys, and I watched something today. It popped up on my Facebook feed, and the question came up: if you were attacked by kindergartners,
Jesus,
right, 5 at a time, and every 30 seconds 5 more appear, how many waves could you survive? And if you knock out the kid, they disappear. You're in a classroom, like a normal classroom. There's no desks. It's empty.
right.
No weapons. No nothing. How many could you survive?
I see. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, okay, could I knock out? How many kids could I knock out? And I'm like, well, they're kindergartners. I would think, unless they're oversized kindergartners, if it's a regular standard size kid, the way I'm describing them is fantastic. If it's a regular kindergartner, this kid's not full of hormones, and his dad's not a black belt or something wild. If you hit a kindergartner, likely you're going to decimate them, right?
Right.
You're a grown person. You're going to knock them out. You should be able to just decimate them with one punch. Now, but there's 5 coming at you at one time.
Yeah. And then every 30 seconds, 5 more appear.
I think fatigue would take you over before they necessarily their power
Okay.
would. So I don't think you'd get up past 20, and I think the fatigue would take you over.
So, my first thought is just grabbing one kid by, under the arms and swinging them and swinging their legs and just smacking kids. Using them like Jason does in Jason X, the kid or the chick inside the sleeping bag. Just grabbing a kid and using him as a baseball bat, basically. Just swinging around, smacking other kids. That's the first thing I'm thinking.
But that's gonna wear you out worse than just punching them.
But I'm also hitting a lot more kids at once.
I don't think it. I get what you're saying. I don't think it would work like you. This is weird that we're talking about this, but it's of all things, this is the one that got me. I just don't see you.
It's all because fucking weapons. They had the kids, a mass of kids chasing that poor old woman.
I just don't think it would work like that. I think you'd pick up that kid, you'd swing him 3 times, you'd be like, this kid's fat, and then like you'd be like, I can't do this
But
anymore.
you go for the skinny one, right? Or
Yeah,
because at first you're like, oh, you just grab by the legs and swing them. Then when they get knocked out from hitting other kids, they'll disappear, grab another one, and do it again. But to grab a kid by the legs and swing them sounds really hard, especially like a 40, 50-pound kid. But grabbing them and then just like spinning and swinging them, like just by the arms, just swinging them around, and it's just a circle. You get their legs out, they're gonna start kicking all the kids each time you do a full circle. Just hit them, hit them.
So
then when they're down, just fucking curb stomp them.
I'm gonna Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go by Peter Griffin rules here, standards, because they talk about this once in Family Guy.
He can't even fight a chicken, so careful.
Well, they're like, how many fifth graders could you take or something like that? And he made a really good point. He would back himself into a bathroom stall, so they can only come at him one by one. So I think because they're kindergartners, they're not gonna they're not gonna to zombie it and come up over the sides and shit. So they're gonna be coming through the front, try to go underneath maybe, but then you could just curb stomp them, while they're coming through. But I think if they were coming like that, then you'd have a better chance. But if you're just out in the wild, let's say that the rule is you have to be like in a field, right? That's where the fight's going to be. And you can see all the way around you, right? It's open. It's a wide open range. And the kids are just going to pop. This is a fictional thing. So the kids are just going to populate every 30 seconds.
But you got to put limits, right? So if you're in a field, I'm going to outrun a fucking kindergartner, right?
You've never had kids.
I've definitely had brothers. Like I used to work at an amusement park. Like, yes, I feel like
how many kids were you outrunning at an amusement park?
You'd be crazy. But like, I feel like you have kids in your field. I can outrun them enough to where I can turn around and kick one and continue running, kick another one, kick them right in the face. You know what I mean? Like
you're talking fatigue though. Then your stamina runs out and you start getting like you're trying to survive, right?
Unless I'm really enjoying it, because fuck them kids.
Jesus Christ, dude. Your point is to conserve as much energy as possible to kill as many kids. This is terrible. To kill as many kids as possible.
You're just talking about. Nobody said killing. Even though I did say curb stomping one. But no. Here, I got it. All right? 5 kids show up. This is the move. 5 kids show up. You fucking whale one right in the head. Before he hits the ground, steal his shoes.
Why?
Well, because now they're probably Velcro, right? They're kindergartners.
Holy crap.
Attach them, and now you got nunchucks made out of shoes. Then you start walloping kids with the fucking shoes. Like, I feel like you don't have to hit a kid hard with a pair of shoes that's going to knock them out. Like, it should be easy knockout with a...
He's got Velcro shoes. Put them together. Now you've got nunchuck. This is what we've come down to. There's nothing else to talk about. Now we're making nunchuck Velcro shoes to beat kids with.
It's all because fucking Gladys got chased by 17 kids.
Golly, man. I'm not saying you're wrong. I think you guys are going to get canceled tonight. Good thing Psycho wasn't on the call. He would have resigned the next day. Oh my God. What caused you guys to get canceled? Well, what do you want? They're kindergartners. They put up a fight.
I mean, wrestling, they do it against little people.
Right. What's the difference? They're just little people that are actually little people. They're not older people trying to be little people.
Exactly. Fuck them kids.
I don't know if that's politically correct or not, but I'm not very good with those.
Have you had a chance, even though Joe says they weren't good, have you had a chance to check out Backrooms or Obsession yet?
No. So those are both in the theater still, right? I think Obsession is.
Obsession will be streaming as of the 30th. I don't know about Backrooms. Backrooms might be out already.
I haven't seen either one.
Because people are claiming they're the best movies of the year so far. Both of them are like.
I've heard a lot about Obsession. I hadn't heard anything about Backrooms. Is that weird?
No. So Obsession was made with like $700,000 or some shit.
Is that the one you were telling me that was an indie film that blew up?
No, it's not an indie film. The guy does like comedy sketches and stuff, but it's not an indie film. I guess it might be considered indie, but he's going to be doing the next Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It's not the okay. I think you said this before. This isn't the one where, like you said, it's got a really low budget, but it did like
Oh,
it made like 10 times its budget the
no,
first day.
yeah, but bro, it's at like over $300 million now. It
Right.
only
Okay.
did like $700,000 to make it, and then the
Yeah, it
back
blew
rooms
past like
one,
Motu and everything.
yeah, and then the back rooms was like a $10 million budget, and it's grossed over 300 million.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's gone nuts. And everything I've seen is about how great these movies are, except for Joe. Joe doesn't like them.
His show, Joe Ohio.
Okay, so Obsession's on that website. Joe sent me a website a while back to watch. I don't know what the fuck we had to watch. One of the movies for Collector's Hideout watches. Mario Brothers.
It's a different obsession.
Yeah. Yeah. He sent me this link to watch Mario Brothers, and apparently Obsession's on there, so I'll be able to watch it. I'll probably watch it this weekend.
Is that when you guys watched the original like 90s Super Mario Brothers? Oh my god. So terrible, dude.
It really is.
It's such a terrible fucking movie. You know what I never knew? I never understood it. Was way back when that the dad was a fungus. He was the fungus or whatever.
Yeah.
Nah.
You never picked that up?
Never even picked it up in the whole movie. So weird.
I never noticed that when he at the end when he turns back into a human is Lance Hendrickson. I had no idea until fucking we did that cast.
What?
Yeah. It's fucking Bishop from Aliens. Had no idea.
Yeah, I gotta see this. So we got what do we got? Was it a king?
Yeah, he was the king.
Super
Mario Brothers.
Was it called Super Mario Brothers?
Mario Brothers? I think it was Super Mario Brothers.
Yep, it is Super Mario Brothers the movie.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, that's King Koopa. It's not showing the. What was he called? Was he called the Fungus King?
I have no idea what his name would have been, but it's Lance Hendrickson, so look at the fucking cast and look at Lance Hendrickson. Unless he was uncredited.
The Fungus King. They just show the fungus. They don't actually show him as the fucking king. But yeah, okay, they do. Yeah, and that's weird. That is Bishop.
I had never noticed that until we did that episode, and I think Joe mentioned it.
It's just such a the size of her fucking forehead, dude. The princess?
Oh yeah.
Holy shit, dude. She's just like,
that bitch got a 6 head.
God dang, dude. That's so wild. And then Yoshi's like a legit goddamn mini raptor.
It's a fucking velociraptor.
God, that movie just, I know it's the 90s, but I think the best part of that thing was the Babam. The little Babam.
Okay, that's fair.
Walking along, just like, he's like, it's like.
It was just one of those things that, like, even watching it, I never realized it until I saw a thing recently that somebody had posted. All the basically name cameos in the movie. And how many fucking characters are actually in that movie. But because they don't look anything like their characters, you would have never guessed that that's who it was unless you heard the name and you knew at that time the character name versus the video game. I was like, holy shit, that's who that was? Holy crap.
Well, it's like the Goombas. They look like Bob from fucking
Beetlejuice.
I don't know. Oh my god, hold on. I got the Super Mario Brothers movie. Super Mario Brothers movie. I guess it's just Super Mario, not the Super Mario Brothers movie. Oh, is that the distinction? What's it called?
For 1993, it'll pop up.
Oh, it's Super Mario Brothers the movie.
Okay, fair.
That apparently that makes it a distinction of, what was it, 93 you said?
Yeah.
Mario, it's the missing girls from Brooklyn. I'm John Leguizamo. Papa the boopity. Richard Edson's in it. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Fisher Stevens plays Iggy. Who the hell is Iggy in it?
So, do you remember the black woman in that movie?
All right, calm down.
No, seriously.
I don't.
Hey, what's going on? The NECA King is here.
The NECA King.
Yeah. Um. I met him in one of the Facebook groups, NECA Facebook groups. He
Oh,
is the NECA King, but I want to get him on an episode of Drinks and Toys. He's a very
can we
knowledgeable man. I feel like he'd be a good conversation. He could bring a lot of fun to the cast.
can we talk about all the insanity and the gossip that's going on with NECA right now?
Absolutely.
You could do that on Tuesday. I'm down.
So, do you remember in Mario Brothers, it's a black woman who gives him the shoes that
The
save
jumping
him?
shoes or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's Bertha. Bertha is a giant fucking fish in the games. Like, they just add all the characters by name in this fucking movie as like Easter eggs, but it's like they had nothing to do with the actual game. They just used the names for all the characters.
That's stupid.
Yeah, fucking weird.
I don't remember the movie enough. I remember bits and pieces, and probably if I went and watched it, I'd be like, oh, I remember this, I remember this. But the only thing I 100% remember from the movie is the part where the princess is running with Yoshi like through this cave tunnel bullshit. Wherever the portal is that she comes from, and then I remember Luigi and Mario walking through this like industrial looking town with all the fungus. And then there's just bombs walking around for some reason. That's all I remember. That and the Goombas. And wasn't there something with that was Tank Girl?
Almost the same movie.
I can't remember. Isn't Toad some random musician punker guy? I don't know.
Yeah, I think
It's
he
been so
was.
long.
That sounds right.
Toad, Super Mario Brothers, the movie.
Yeah, it's like it's just weird that how they did that.
No, I guess so. I guess that would have been Toad. Yeah, he's not wrong. Looks like tuna.
It does look like tuna.
That's fucking great. Where's Tuna when you need him? Because it's awesome. I know who it is though. I know his name, and I can't think of what the hell he's from.
That I couldn't tell you. Like I say, it's just weird. Like they're just like, oh, we need to like use these characters' names, and we're just gonna put them in this movie, and they make no sense.
His name is Mojo Nixon. I think he is a musician. Mojo Nixon. Oh, he's on MTV. That's why.
Oh, okay. He's a VJ.
Yeah, he's a musician and an actor. Um, Definitely. Oh, he was in Rock and Roll High School. Yeah. I've seen him before. Um, I think I remember him probably from. I was about to say, I'm like, Jesus Christ, my brain is gone. I was about to say from AT&T, but from MTV. Jesus Christ. What is this? No, isn't Toad? Yeah, Toad had no part, but playing music on the street for some coins. I remember when I was a kid thinking Luigi's line about getting caught in a giant booger was so funny. All right, that's a weird thing, but that's fine.
He's not wrong though, because I remember as a kid, I also found that was funny. Because we're kids and we're stupid. That's
Yes.
like, oh, that movie is so bad though.
Did you say Barb? Oh my God, barbed wire. Wow,
I do not need
Barb,
to ever watch that movie again.
barbed wire.
No, Mario Brothers. Barbed Wire, is that the one with Pam Anderson?
It's not Pam Anderson. It's Anna Nicole Smith. She plays. It's Barb. No, that's Skyscraper. He's right. Barbed wire is Pamela Anderson. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Pam Anderson.
Same thing. It's one of those blondes with huge knockers from the 90s.
There's a bunch of those in the 90s.
Yeah, I love there's like no
One
premise
became
to those
Chucky's
movies.
wife.
Huh?
I said one became Chucky's wife.
I'm like, who? And then you're like Jennifer Tilly.
There you go.
But Jennifer Titty. So that was fine. What was I about to say? I don't know why, but I always would think back to when Koopa like shakes his head and he goes back to human form. I don't know why, but it always makes me think of Tank Girl. And do you remember Tank Girl? Did you ever see Tank Girl?
I've seen Tank Girl a long time ago.
So do you remember the whole thing about there's water is like the ration, like everybody needs water. And so what they do is they dehydrate.
They don't have
people.
Gatorade, they don't have electrolytes.
They dehydrate people, that's how they get water.
Okay, yeah. I do remember that, yes.
Yeah, so all I can remember is that scene. What's his name is in it? It's not John Malkovich. Malcolm McDowell or whatever the hell his name is. I don't remember. He's in it, and I just for some reason those guys kind of look alike ish or whatever, and yeah,
You know,
I don't know why.
it's funny. One thing that I never noticed as a kid, probably because I was a stupid kid, but when we watched it recently for the cast, everything in that town is ran on electricity, cars, everything. Do you know
Yeah,
why?
I don't.
Because they're all fucking dinosaurs. They don't have oil. Oil's made from dinosaurs. They don't have gas.
Oh, is that really the whole fucking reason?
I mean, that's the only thing I can make sense of when I was watching. Like, hold on, everything's like, even cars are electric. Everything's electric. I'm like, oh, shit, they're dinosaurs. That means there's no, you know,
Fossil fuels.
yeah, there's no fossil fuels. Like, because there's
Oh
nothing.
God. All right. Why is everything? Why you gotta do this to me? Everything electric in Super Mario Brothers, the movie, 1993. Here we
See,
go.
bro, because they're all dinosaurs. They didn't go extinct.
Because in the alternate dimension, dinosaurs never went extinct, and without an apocalyptic meteor to kill them off, the world never developed fossil fuels. Son of a bitch! So they're trying to say that Super Mario World is prehistoric.
Because they're all dinosaurs. Yeah,
Yeah, they're just trying to say it's so.
everybody there are dinosaurs that evolved into human forms. That's why he's
Oh my
trying to. He's
God.
de-evolving people at one point to turn them back into monsters and dinosaurs.
That is so redonkulous, man. God. No fossil fuel. This is the dumbest thing. No, it's great. I mean, it's a great idea. It's smart. Like, it really is. It is also incredibly stupid.
It was like I said. It was one. I was watching it and like it just hit me like a fucking ton of bricks. Like holy shit, that's why there's no gas because they're dinosaurs.
Wow. No fossil fuels, therefore we run on electricity. That is so wild.
Crazy. So I'm
Oh my gosh.
gonna start wrapping this up.
Wrap
Tired.
away.
I gotta work toward. You want to plug for next week?
Giggity. Um,
Nope.
yeah, for sure, man. So Tuesday,
A lot of NECA
NECA
drama
King.
going on.
Yeah. There's a lot of NECA shit going on. So NECA King, if you want to join, for sure, man, after more than one forum, that's how old I am. More than one page or group that I'm a part of is absolutely just squawking about is NECA losing the ability to make turtles? They're going to stop? Are they going out of business? Blah blah blah. I know you've posted a couple of things, Weeze, because I've seen you post about it, and I agree wholeheartedly with most of the things you're saying for sure. I do have my own like thoughts and feelings about some of it, but for the most part, I think you're spot on. So that is definitely a good conversation for next week. So definitely want to plug away and talk about the NECA shit.
Hell yeah, absolutely. That's always going to be a thing. People are weird about it, man.
Well,
I
it's
get
getting out
it.
of hand. It's
Yeah,
getting out of hand quick.
that's what people do. It's what the internet's for. Is to get out of hand instantly.
Well, and then they're talking about how Mattel has the license, and it's like I don't want to get to it. It'll get off on a tangent right now. So yes, Tuesday. That's it. Tuesday.
Tuesday we're in. Um, and I'll send NECA King the deets on how to get in and all that. And then next week Thursday, I don't have a topic yet or what it's going to be about. Psycho should be back, so who knows? It might just be a wild card episode. We might go and do video games. We haven't done video games in a while, but we are. That'll be next week. But thanks for everybody who came out, who's watching, viewing live, who listens on Spotify, because we are on Spotify now and Apple Podcast and
Yay!
generally anywhere you find podcasts, you should be able to find collectors and drinks and toys now. If you use a podcast service and you don't see us, let me know what it is and I will get us on there. I will get us on whatever.
Those of you that have not, if you watch us live, and I know a lot of you do, all three of you.
Currently,
if you,
sometimes we have like 10 to 12 in here, but no.
If you have not gone and just listened to it on Spotify, I'm telling you right now, for some reason, it seems much more entertaining.
Well, first of all, these are entertaining. Calm down.
Oh, may need you, Weezy. No offense, Tony. I don't think it's your genre. I'm gonna guess it's something to do with wrestling, and I'm okay with that.
No, it's paranormal, ghost, aliens, stuff like that. Cryptids,
Oh, yeah.
conspiracies. I'm in.
I'm good with ghosts and all that kind of crap, but I'm not a big conspiracy theorist person.
Yeah, you're weird.
Thank you.
No problem. So, so you were saying
I'm good.
you're good.
Yeah.
Cool. Then with that, we will get on out of here. Thanks y'all for coming. Like I said, check us out on Spotify and all those fun things. We are growing and growing. So till next week, we'll see you guys around.
No capes, bitch.
Fuck you. I work